My mindset was huge.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, when I learned a lot from Jack Canfield and from John Tallarico. John Tallarico, he's the one who taught me about the log. Okay, it's not a log, it's a gratitude log. And I told him I do 3 gratitudes a day. And he said, oh, I do 10 every day. And I logged them in a book. I said, whoa, what a good idea. So now I log them in a book. So at the end of last week, April 12th, I think, 2 weeks, I got to catch up. I was on 2,900 at the end.
Oh my goodness.
So I said, if he can do 10 a day, I can do 10 a day. So I put 10 a day. After about a week, he says, yeah, I got up this morning and I said my same 10 gratitudes. I said, same 10 gratitudes? I've been doing unique ones every single day. I say thank you for something new. So now he has the same 10. I have 3,000 of them. I am just so ecstatic. But what happens if you get up in the morning and you don't have 10 gratitudes? I look for them all day long. I just, that'll be today, Violet, you are my gratitude for this morning. I said thank you for bringing Violet into my life and for giving me this challenge this morning to come in here. You were going to be, I don't know if it's 3,200, I don't know, but I'll let you know what number you ended up being. But I write it on now scrap papers because I have to get a new book. So I got 3 or 4 pages of scraps. But anyway, so gratitude is good. So that's a mindset. Another mindset from Jack Canfield. Mm-hmm. We're running out of time. You just tell me and I will cut this thing short. I'm good with stories.
You're good.
Okay, so Jack Canfield's got something called E plus R equals O. So the E is the events.
Okay.
The R is your response to the event. Mm-hmm. And the outcome is how you feel after the event is done. How many times have you been someplace with somebody else and you walk away and one of you is pissed and one of you is happy? Why? You went to the same event. You each looked at it differently. We're coming from a different place. I was telling a story last week about my husband and I were at church and we're at home watching church online. And, my mind has been racing and racing. I wanted to be somewhere else. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be online church and I love my pastor. Just to give you an idea, I raised a pastor. My youngest son is a pastor. Yeah, I'm so proud of him. So proud. And this is his church, our church. So I was watching the church and I guess I wanted to be someplace. And we were going like almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'm like, I can't believe it's still going on. And I look at my husband and he's nice and relaxed and he's really into it. And I'm like, I just disturbed his peace. Now I feel about this big, right? So the event was the service going long. My response was getting aggravated about it because my mind was somewhere. His response was being in the moment. Calm. He walks away calm and relaxed. I walk away feeling guilty for doing that to him and so your response decides your outcome. You decide on your response. You don't like your response, I'm your outcome. You don't like your outcome, change your response. It's made such a huge difference in my life. He'll come in the room and do something I don't like. I used to respond one way. I now respond another way. Right. You should see how great our lives got after that. Just think about it and say, well, if I respond that way, he's going to do that. I don't want that outcome. I want this outcome. How do I? It takes a few minutes to think about it.
I love what you're saying, Jo-Ann, because that means we have a choice. So
you always have a choice. Yeah. Your life is your responsibility. You can't put it off on somebody else. It's your choice. If you're not making it, something you're doing, saying, feeling is not in the right spot. Let's adjust it a little bit.
And Jo-Ann, something else that you said earlier, which is why I started this YouTube page, is that to imitate what the people that are out there that are successful do those things. You were saying that.
There was the millionaire habits. That's one of the first things I did is how do the millionaires, and it's not a money issue driven thing, but the successful people, what do they do? And I found out by many of those books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, Anthony Robbins from 1986 when he wasn't called Tony Robbins, he was just a little baby. That's how long ago I started doing this kind of stuff. And then of course you forget about it over the years. And now that I'm back, I brought all those old books out. But anyway, their habits are the same, every single one of them. Gets up and does some kind of exercise. They get up and they make a list of what they're going to do for the day, but they timestamp it. At 4 o'clock, I'm doing this. At 6 o'clock, I'm doing this. And it's all producing activities, money producing activities. If you spend, people say, well, you have all the time in the world. But I take my time and I spend it on producing outcome. I don't go to this class, this class, this class, and this class. At the time you've done 7 classes, what did you do to make your business go further today?
Right. Yeah.
So tell yourself you're going to take an hour and you're going to do something to produce. So at the end of the day, your business is that much closer to being a real business. If you do that 7 days a week, you get 7 hours closer at the end of the week. You get 28 hours closer at the end of 1 month. You can really do. You are responsible for your time. And if you can study what other people do and just copy them without copying them. I have a lot of people in Groove that I did the same thing. I went to all the people that are making it. Let me tell you this one quick story. I just got 4th place in a Groove contest. Okay?
All right.
Okay, 4th place. Now I'm looking at the guy who's tied with me at 4th. His name was Martin. He has made $100,000 on commission from Groove since June. He's tied with me on this leaderboard. I'm like, how the heck? So I actually beat him out and I got the 4th place. I got this beautiful $1,300 video type thing, which I found out my church needs. So I'm giving it to the church. So just boom. So you keep giving away and it comes back to you guys. I promise you, give it away, it'll come back. So anyway, what do I do after Nick told us, be in the proximity of other people that where you want to be. So Martin is somebody, I want to know how he made $100,000. I mean, I'm just doing a little. So I friended him on Facebook. The next morning I wake up and there's a message from Martin. Hey, Jo-Ann, congratulations. I saw you on the leaderboard. You did great. Can we chat? I'm like, okay, the imposter syndrome. Okay, we can chat. By the time we were done, we were friends. He does a podcast. He's from Germany. He asked me to be on his podcast.
Congratulations.
Seriously. But all it happened was because I friended him on Facebook. Why did I friend him?
You stepped up.
You have to take a step.